Hello everybody, it is Carmen and Tuella here from Oscha today. You have both of us for a change. We thought we'd just do it together this week.
Yep, just for fun.
Just for fun, yeah.
Yeah, there's a few new things to talk about, so we thought we'd both share in the fun of that one.
Yeah, a few things, nice things coming up. I shall let somebody share this on the clan, so if somebody could do that for us, that would be fantastic. Hello Becky, hello, nice to see you. There's a few of you joining now, that's fantastic. Hello, so I hope you've all had a really nice summer. We were just talking about summer holidays and back to school. The kids go back to school this Wednesday for myself, so getting all ready for that. It seems like the summer has flown by.
Oh, Helen says hello from Adrich, north of Cumbria.
Oh, I know,
yeah,
exactly.
I know.
The weather has been
Same here.
pretty miserable the past week in Edinburgh.
Yep,
Definitely.
Yeah.
Although I had been up north at the start of the summer and had some beautiful sunshine, so it was fantastic. White sandy beaches and beautiful sunshine. So please do let us know if you've been anywhere nice this summer, anywhere with sun. Please do comment. I'd like to hear about all the nice sunny places people have been.
Oh yes.
Hello Alice from France. Hello.
Hi Alice. Oh, Becky says so excited for the Oakenshield. Yay!
It's nice.
Hi Raven. Ah, nice. Well, I am about to... Oh, Laura, thank you. Laura's shared that into clan.
Perfect.
Oh, hi Ren in Washington. I bet it's warmer over there than here. I'm about to jet off next week though. We're going to Malawi with the kids to visit my mum and dad. So I will be in the sun for a whole 3 weeks, which is really exciting. Oh yes, and Laura is in Denmark. Hi. Is it still really hot on the continent? Because I know you had heat waves going on. Oh, Helen says our daughter's going up to the Black Isle. Oh, so nice up there.
So that's where I was on holiday. I was right up at the top, so past the Black Isle, and I got fantastic weather the whole time. So hopefully your daughter will too.
Yeah, fingers crossed.
Hi from Portugal. Hello.
Brilliant. Oh, people from everywhere.
I know.
I think we've got quite a good number of you joined now.
Yeah.
Shall we dive in? So we're going to start with Kasumi today. Obviously, Carmen is modelling this very nicely. I will grab the wrap. Oh, Sarah, hi. Good morning in Colorado. Good afternoon from Edinburgh. So Kasumi Glint. Obviously, both of these wraps that we're going to show you today are woven on the same warp. So it's a solid blue colour, mercerized Egyptian Mako cotton warp. And as you can see, it's got a lovely shine. And so we really wanted to play with that and bring out that colour changing effect you get with the movement in the fabric. So we're pretty happy with how it turned out. So excited to show it to you. So it's a new weave structure for us in terms of using it for wraps. It's very, very similar to what we use for our throws. Only slightly different really because the yarns are so much finer in this, so there was a bit of testing, a bit of adapting, but yeah, we wanted to basically get that density into the fine shiny yarns so that we could really make the most of the shimmer and the shine. Oh, Becca has a question about the new weave. Would you be able to tell us how it differs from some of the existing weaves? Yes, I'd love to do that. Have a turn, have a go. So, basically when we weave with our normal standard fabrics, we're interlacing the weft and the warp. So what you see is, jump in if I get anything wrong here. So sometimes you got the warp showing more on the face, and then on the other side you'd have the weft showing more on the back, and vice versa. With this fabric, essentially what we're doing is the weave structure encloses the warp yarn. So you've got in some areas, it's a type of hybrid, I guess. So you've got in some areas this dark teal thread showing most, and in other areas the pink tencel showing. But because the yarns are so fine, unlike in our throws and blankets, the weft doesn't cover the warp completely, so you get that shimmer through effect. So that's what we were wanting to kind of play with and just see what we could get from using it that way. It also gives us just a bit of a different feel. I think some of the tester comments have been that there's just a bit more cush in these than you would normally have in your equivalent standard Mako warp fabric. In some sense, yeah.
And I think it's good to point out with this, to create this shimmer, what we do is we use quite high contrasting colours. So here in the face of the fabric, you've got the blue and the turquoise crossing. So I'll hold it up close to you and hold it reverse so I can see. So you've got the blue and the turquoise crossing there. So they're both quite high in contrast to each other, but that's what really adds to creating this lovely sort of shimmer when you bend and move the fabric, the different angles you look at it. And then you've got the blue crosses over with the dark grey shade here on the other side. So you've got the pink and blue on one side, and then it's the blue crossing the dark on the reverse. And it's these high contrasts between colours that really help create this beautiful sort of shimmer appearance to the cloth. A shot effect is quite often the term kind of used, and it's that sort of high contrast between the two colours.
Yeah, so let us know if that made sense or if you have any other questions. Yeah, let's just get that wrapped around. So that's quite a nice thin fabric to sort of work with. It does get, it will soften up a bit with use, so but it will become, I think, really quite moldable, and certainly it feels very supportive. So that's a real advantage. Karine, our tester, said, I feel like it has a nice amount of cush on the shoulders and found it comfortable for long carries. I would say it's toddler worthy in multiple layers. Safe to say Kasumi Glint has found a home here and will be staying, which is fantastic. So glad you were happy with it. Yeah, oh, Becky says, what's the difference between cotton and Mako cotton? Staple length. Yeah. So the fibres that get spun into yarn, the individual bits are called staples, and so the longer that is, the smoother the yarn can be. And then in addition, it's mercerized, so that further kind of produces a really smooth, lustrous yarn. So if you imagine on a really smooth surface, it's like a mirror. All of the light will bounce back off it, rather than our standard cotton where the light's sort of being a bit diffused on the surface. So that's how you get that high shine effect. Yeah, so that's that Kasumi Glint wrapped up nicely. I think it makes a really lovely ring sling as well, so you can really play around as well when wrapping. Do definitely check out Karine's review. She's got some gorgeous photos, so that's worth having a look and getting some inspiration if this is your thing. So yeah, that's that one. So wrapping qualities, to summarise, light and breathable. This should be really good for warm weather. It's really smooth and mouldable around baby and yourself, and thin in hand but still supportive.
Yeah, very supportive, isn't it?
Yeah, it's feeling really nice on the shoulders. So Kasumi Glint. I'll hand over to Carmen for some more goodies while we get the next wrap ready.
Yeah, I think I'll take my sling off to show you the next lot. Yes, we've got some lovely bonus items to show you on the Succulent warp, so that is what I will show you next. There's some nice things. We've got Sekai Seedling, we've also got Bloom Spring Hope, and then we've got the beautiful Dahlia Gratitude Scarf. So I'm going to show you those right now. Let's pop this down. So, Sekai Seedling is on the beautiful Lush warp, and this is it here. I'll hold it up closer so you can see, and this is the Succulent Lovers in the Garden pre-order that just happened. It's the same warp that they used, and also the same warp that was on our Lothlorien with the gold across it. And this is a beautiful Sekai pattern, and this is 72% BCI organic combed cotton, 28% Shantung Tussa silk. Yeah, so it is really, really nice, beautiful. The
texture of it up close is really stunning
Yeah,
as well.
quite strong and supportive because it has got the tussar silk in it and the cotton. Yeah, it's got a lovely sort of speckle through it, a slight yellow speckle through the tussar. So it's hard to pick it up in this camera, but this lovely yellow speckle.
It's almost like a pale gold, like just shimmering through in places.
Yeah. Someone's asked, when do these drop?
Yes.
Soon.
Yes, I'm not sure. I think
We'll get
Holly
back to
is
you
watching
exactly,
and she
yeah.
might be able to give some more information. I'm just going to have a wee look here while Carmen gets the next fabric and check that we're not missing any questions.
Yeah.
I did see a few come in.
The next one is a beautiful Bloom Spring Hope.
Oh, Louise, you have not missed the Gleam preview. That is coming next.
Yeah.
Oh, lots of love for these. Becky, you have, yes, spotted our spoiler. Do I spy a Rohan Yoga Mat in the background? Well, you do. We will show you more about that.
Yeah.
We'll get to that. Stay tuned till the end and we'll show you that. Don't worry. Laura says, what's the GSM? I'm assuming of the Sekai. Oh, I don't actually have that right here. So yes.
No, I'll pop it in the chat. I'll
Yeah.
pop the GSMs in the chat for the Sekai and for the Bloom as well. It will be similar to your 2-ply tussar, weight slightly lighter, so it'll be around about that wee bit of a heavier wrap it is. This Bloom is slightly lighter because it is 66 BCI organic combed cotton, 22% linen, and 12% superwash cashmere. This is actually really lovely. The handle of this one, I hadn't actually touched it too much, but it feels really soft, the cashmere and the linen.
You'd be laughing at us going, oh, that's nice.
Yeah.
Sometimes we don't get to spend a lot of time with the fabrics when they come in. They sort of come in and go out. So yeah, this was really nice.
So really lovely. So this is Bloom Spring Hope. Lovely handle, quite light but soft. So really, really nice. And it's nice seeing this beautiful bloom pattern. And hold it up. It's got a ecru sort of shade in the weft going across it. And this beautiful bloom. Oh Jenny, oh my gosh, that bloom. Do you like it? That's good. Perfect.
Let's see. Let's check.
I really, really like this. So the last bonus item we have on the Succulent Lush Warp is this beautiful Dahlia scarf. So Dahlia Gratitude, we have named it. And it is 66% BCI organic combed cotton, 19% cotton, 11% silk and 4% cashmere. And this is in the beautiful Dahlia pattern, and this is a lovely scarf. It's lovely and lightweight, medium weight kind of end of warp scarf, and I am very much enjoying it. It is lovely wrapped around, so.
Yeah, Carmen's been trying it on. I think she'll be taking this one home.
I think it might be. I feel like it's a really nice autumnal sort of scarf at the start of the change in this. I don't want summer to end, but it's that start of the change in season, going back to school, the green colours, and you know, I don't know, I'm just really, really
It's quite
enjoying
evergreen. It makes me think of evergreens, I think.
So here, I'll come up closer and you can see the beautiful light green and dark green kind of merging into each other. And when it's wrapped around you as a scarf, I think it really picks out the design really nicely, and the intertwining vines and flowers. It becomes quite kind of abstract, and I really, really quite like it. And the light part of the warp shines through. You can see the reverse is really lovely of this one too. So it's more of the ecru showing, and the flowers really pop. So it is really quite nice. So I think I will be getting
one. Yes.
I think I will be getting this one. Really nice.
Oh,
Glad you make so many nice things. Well,
oh, thanks, Louise. It's fun.
Yeah, it's fun. It's great.
Oh, yes, we do enjoy it.
Yeah.
Thank you all
Lovely.
for enjoying them too. That's important.
I'm just.
Yeah. So I'll let Carmen enjoy her scarf. Yeah, I'll check. Just double check. I don't think there were any more questions that we've missed. Oh, Becca says happy to see another Dahlia. Yeah. No, it's a lovely pattern. So it's great to use it as much as possible.
Yeah.
Great. So as promised, I will move on now to our second wrap release. So we've got Oakenshield Gleam, which is this lovely one here. So yes, I've been gathering that there's quite a bit of excitement about this. I do think it's quite a different kind of colourway for Oakenshield, and it has that shimmer. Oh, Helen says it suits you, so I think
Thank you, Helen.
Get it.
Yeah, I'm going to have to get it in.
So, obviously it's got the similar kind of weave structure to the Kasumi Glint, but using slightly different weft combinations. So we've got, again, the dark teal Mako cotton, which shows through the blue, and then we've got a pumpkin coloured bamboo viscose to create that colour effect there. So it's not got quite the high contrast of the Kasumi Glint, so it's just looks slightly different, but it's still really kind of punchy, bold colour. Lots of fun, so I think quite appropriate for the pattern, bold and kind of striking. So, oh, Pam says it's so shiny. It really is.
It really is. Shimmer.
Yeah. So Louise tested this for us. So do, as with Corinne's review, do go and check that out in the clan. She said, considering it's a cotton bamboo viscose blend, I'm surprised at how comfortable it was to carry both my largest girls. If I'm remembering rightly, I think she tested it with her 6-year-old, if I'm remembering correctly. So yeah, that was impressive, and with her littler one too. She said it stayed where it should and had a nice feeling on the shoulders. So comparing to the Kasumi, I would say the Oakenshield has even a bit more cush in there, just from the structure, and from that bamboo viscose yarn being a little bit thicker. So let's see if I can hold them up side by side, if you can start to get an idea of the weft thicknesses. I'm not sure if that's working, but it might give you just a little bit of an idea. Chen says, can you speak to the tester comment about some loss of shine after a wash is actually expected? So it can. Oh, Louise says, yep, 6-year-old, yeah. Great photos. So yes, the loss of shine, I did notice that there was some discussion about that, and I think it's when you wash a yarn, again jumping here, but it sort of wants to return to its, the fibres all want to go back to their original shape, so they just become slightly less aligned than they would have been when they were really kind of pulled taut and stretched at the end of the finishing process. So it won't lose, it won't completely lose it, but it can sort of just slightly dim down that the new shine, I guess, if you like. But I think with sort of a good iron and steam on it, it should come back. A little bit of yeah, gentle. And obviously, yeah, handling it gently in the washing cycle.
Yeah, we've got iron in one, it says here, so a wee gentle iron will tend to bring that sheen back up.
And just smooth things out again. So let's
yeah, it's nice.
Yeah, so this one is 56% mercerized Egyptian Mako cotton and 44% bamboo viscose. So it's 296 GSM, but it feels really quite thin to handle.
It does feel quite thin to handle. It doesn't feel that.
Yeah, I think it's sort of trapping quite a bit of air between those layers, so to get that cushy feeling. Yeah. So similar quantity to the Kasumi Glint, somewhat limited, I'd say, at about 65 to 70 wraps. So with both of them, if you are keen, jump in and get in there fast.
Yeah.
So
it is really beautiful. I agree, really beautiful.
Try and stand up there so you can see the size of the knot.
Yes.
Yeah, quite.
It's lovely in the back.
Nice.
You tried it really nicely too.
Oh,
lovely.
Thanks.
That's lovely. Yeah. It's really
it
pretty.
feels really what was the word that I was thinking of earlier? Almost a bit bandagey, and I think Louise mentioned that in her review as well, especially after the wash. It sort of had that slight bounce you get with bamboo viscose. Yeah, it does feel really nice and moulded around knee and baby, which is not everybody likes that quality, but if you do, this has got it. So yeah, it should really mould nicely and be should be fairly forgiving as well. If you need to do a really quick wrap job or you're starting out, I reckon this would be a good one to go for, and it will last you for a while because it's got that thickness and kind of hybrid like strength. So yes, I think that's it
Yes,
for the
yeah.
Oakenshield. Also available as ring slings, of
Yes.
course, and in all of our made to order products. So as you'll have seen in the clan posts, including nooks and curries in both baby and toddler sizes. So yeah, exciting.
Lovely.
Yeah.
I will move on to tell you about our towel pre-order that's currently running. So we're currently running our lightweight towel pre-order. Orders will open at 4 p.m. today. So we have got the deep sea warp.
Nice.
Here's an example of the deep sea warp here. Yeah. So we've got the deep sea warp, the colours of this warp here. And then we've also got the spectrum warp. So we've got a few different patterns in this beautiful new towel fabric in the spectrum warp. We've got Wish You Were Here, Kelpies and Misty Mountains on the spectrum. And we've got Okanami and Misty Mountains on the beautiful deep sea, deep sea warp. So, and these are in our new lightweight towel fabric, which is a sample of it I have here. So this is a lot lighter than our previous towel. This comes in about 314 GSM, whereas our previous towel fabric comes in about 382, so it's a lot heavier. This is an example of our previous towel fabric here. So a lot heavier, and this one is a lot lighter. The new one is woven with a finer chenille weft solidly across it, whereas the original was woven kind of alternating with a cotton and a thicker chenille. So that's one of the differences to the weight.
I'll try and hold that up
Yeah.
and see if we can get a close
Close up of the both of them.
I feel like side by side that can maybe just start to tell you a bit. If you've been familiar with our previous towel fabrics, then you might just be able to see well, close up you can see definitely quite a difference. There's more pattern definition here because you're not getting quite so much of the thick chenille showing through, and obviously this alternates with a finer cotton, so it's just got a different overall look and feel. Yeah, this is super soft.
It's super soft, and it's going to be great at the beach. It's going to dry a lot quicker. I think it's going to be lovely in a ring sling as well. It's going to be great for quick ups and downs. It's thinner, dry quicker, smaller when you fold it up if you put it into your bag. So I think it's going to be really, really lovely.
Yeah.
Okanami will not have a border, no. So no border in the Okanami. That's what you voted for. So that is the one that will be going forward. And I think it will be really lovely.
Yeah.
So orders open at 4 p.m. So please do get online and check
Head on over
check
and
that
check
out.
that out. I'll
So-
just have a wee look through and see how we're doing with any questions. Ooh, question from Ali. That's a sneak peek of the fangirl you showed on previous video on the succulent won't be coming out. Yes. Yes, it will. Keep your eyes open in the autumn months. Yeah. But yes, wouldn't tease something and then not let you have it. That would not be nice. I think that's been all the questions. Yes, but do shout if we've missed anything. Will the new chenille be available in other POs?
We'll get back to you on that one. We'll see. At the moment, this is only PO it is currently in, but we'll see if it's going to be something we can make available later on or not.
Yeah, so this is our first kind of, those will be our first fabrics with this yarn, so yes, kind of depends on you guys. But yeah, we'd love to use it again.
It is,
I think it's really beautiful.
Really beautiful.
It's one of the ones I found when I went shopping in Italy last year for yarns, so it'd be lovely to say, oh, it's come into our fabric collections.
Sourced lovely yarn here in Milan.
Yeah.
It's beautiful chenille.
So that I think is everything in terms of fabric, and we have our one thing left to show you, as Becky spotted. So this is our Rohan Yoga Mat.
Yeah.
So try and hold that up and see if you can get as much of the pattern in there as possible. Probably just pop it up.
Hold it up that way.
Yeah.
So it's got this
bit.
beautiful.
So you can, I don't know, get an idea of the grad that's kind of running along it. So this was the concept came from our lovely clan member Alice,
Yep.
who of course
Thank
was
you,
working
Alice.
on the Higa pre-order recently. So
Yep.
the colours relate to that.
To the Higgy pre-order.
And she worked with Zoe and Mike to refine the design and put out this amazing yoga mat. So yeah, this will be available via kind of pre-order system. So look out for details. I think Zoe will post about that into the clan.
Yeah.
So keep your eyes peeled if this is your thing. And how could it not be? Because it's lovely.
Yep.
Yeah. So that's our ending with a bang.
Yeah.
Rohan
Really
Yoga Mat.
nice.
I can't say that. I keep
Rohan
wanting to
Yoga
say
Mat.
Johan Yoga Mat.
Pearl order in.
Oh wow! Yeah, great.
Fantastic.
Oh, that was super speedy fingers. Let's just see. Wasn't there mention of a bonus? Oh, not sure what that's relating to. So bonus on. So the succulents bonuses, they were the bonuses for that recent pre-order. Oh yes.
I need to cry now, says Alice.
Oh Alice. Oh, I hope they're happy tears if you are crying.
Happy tears.
It's beautiful.
Hard work come into fruition.
Oh, lots of love for that. Stephanie says, love that Oakenshield, but any chance we can get a pocket weave Oakenshield? It is something that has come up, I'm sure.
Yep.
It's not impossible. It's not in the pipeline, but yes, requests like that are always good.
Yep.
Brilliant. So I think that's it from us for today. Thank you very much for joining us. And Alice says definitely happy tears. I love it.
Oh, kids, yeah, it really is lovely.
It's really nice. Yes, that would be probably enough to make you start taking up yoga if you haven't already. I just have that in my home. We will see you again, or rather Carmen will see you again in a couple of weeks, because I will be away in the sun. But thanks for joining us, and yeah, have a good week and enjoy your new wraps. We'll see you soon.
Thank you. See you
Bye.
soon, everybody.